Okay, y'all. I guess I need to turn this thing around so I can see. This is a 2011 Titan truck. I was locked in it, and I could not figure out a way to get in there. So what I did was to get inside of this thing right here, because it was locked. It locked me in from the inside. I couldn't get out, and from the outside I couldn't get out. So that meant that this cover was locked and wedged between here and there. Well, if you can pull these little things out, the little red tabs that's on this, as many as you can get out of there from the back side of this driver's seat, and pull out as many as you can. Take this little cover off that holds the switches right here. You already know how to do that, because I'm sure that you've looked and to see how to switch out the window. Because if you've had one of these, that's one of the things that always goes wrong too, is the window. But what your problem is on this thing is right down in here, in this little actuator. This thing is attached to it right here, and what comes off is this little bead that goes up here. It came off right here on this, right there. And I've got to figure out a way. It comes off right under here. And I've got to figure out a way to hold that thing in place. And see, I just snapped it back in now, and you can see under there what I'm talking about. It's this thing right here. See the white right there? Follow that line up, and that's the ball see, the ball's still in the latch, so it ain't coming off there. It's coming off down right at the bottom of that white. And we have to figure something to make sure that all of this stays intact. It ain't coming off the ball yet, but it was coming off right there. And what happens is that window regulator that raises and lowers the window, which is this, it goes right down through here. It'll come right down through there, and it'll attack this wire if you hadn't got it out of the way. So we got to make sure that this wire is as far out of the way as it can possibly get. And the way that I'm going to do that, I think, is just to tie it right here with a little tie. Tie it right down there. You see this line right here, I'm going to take it and tie it with a little zip tie to a hole right under there. And hopefully that will keep it from coming down, the regulator from coming down on this wire and tripping it and snatching it out of the hole over here. Because that's what's snatching it out of the hole. Anyway, then you put all this back on, and I did this already one time, and it took me about a week to figure this thing out the first time. So It wasn't nearly as bad this time. But I'm going, now that I've got this snap back into position here, let me show you what I snap back into position. I snap this back into position right here. Once I got that snap back into position, now I can close this back up after I get this out of the way of that regulator. I do not want that regulator touching anything, touching these wires. Anyway, so, all right, love you guys. Y'all take it easy and keep those YouTubers fed out there. We thank y'all. Amen. Bye.